Who did you say I love you to just because it was easier? So, I put a video out with that on there with the hook. Who did you say I love you to just because it's easier? You deal with it now or you pay for it later. So my whole point is about opening up, since I am a supported listening service. So a lot of times I do refer back to the relationship because that's something I am familiar with. And so with that said, it's a lot of times we get into relationships, we know just from the beginning, that person, whoever it is really not the person we want to really be with, but just for the sake of being convenient, oh, I don't want to hurt that person's feelings, or I don't want to tell them, oh, I'm sorry, maybe not now, maybe later, whatever the case may be. We just say it back because you know what? I know because I done it before. I'd been there, done it myself, been there, done that. So for the sake of, not being open, able to voice your opinion and voice your feelings, you just go kind of along with the program. As I said, you deal with it now or you pay for it later. So, and it's not even really about the relationship itself. It's about being open. It's about opening up how you can voice your opinion and voice your feelings, how you're feeling. But I just put that particular question on there because I have been in that situation. You kind of just, and then you get comfortable being in that relationship or that situation or whatever it is. And so that's how we get kind of like stuck in the rut. It's one of those things where you don't want to hurt the person's feeling, or you don't know what the person's going to say. And it could be related to anything as far as opening up. But that's just one of the things that I kind of like brought into the picture, or brought into the video to kind of make it personal, because I know I ain't the only one. I'll be the first one to raise my hand, but I am not the only one in that situation, or I'm not in it now, because I know now whenever you say those words, you truly should mean them. I always tell my viewers, I love you, and I truly do, because I've learned, whenever it doesn't come from the heart like that, it's not going to last. Even if it is a relationship, it's not going to last. And so when we do say that, as far as the I love you, make sure you are saying it and you mean it from the depths of your heart. Because time, as the old folks will say, time would tell. We just have to do like they used to say in the country, break that monkey down, tell it like it is, tell the truth. They say tell the truth and shame the devil. So I know that I ain't the only one. I'll be the first one to raise my hand, because I have been in situations like that. You just kind of say it and be like, oh wow, why did I just say that? You say it not even really thinking, but as time goes on, it's kind of like you waste your time pretty much in that particular situation as far as a relationship. And I'm talking about me. I'm not in a relationship at this point, but whenever I do, the person will know it, because I'll be able to say it with the surety that I know that I really do love that person. There's just some things that as I've gotten older, I learned, and I know, what it means to actually be in a relationship, and how to be in a relationship more than that. You just don't kind of like throw that around loosely, even though I'm saying the I love you is not the root of what I'm saying or what I'm talking about as far as the subject. It's more about being able to be open up, and that's the supported service that I offer, is being able to open up, being able to feel like, you are heard, understood, and, it's a non-judgmental space. It's a safe space. It's prayer-centered, faith-based, and it is scripture-based as well. And so that's my main point when I said, who have you told that I love you? Just because it's easier. That's the reason I said that. So I kind of wanted to explain my video of why I put that hook on there. Who have you said I love you to? With it just being easier. We have to be completely, honest with ourselves when we are in situations like that, so it's kind of like you don't want to hurt the person, but at the same time you already know that's not the person that, that I want to be with. That's not who I want to talk to. So you just kind of fall into that little trap of just being there in that relationship or whatever it is. I know they always say, or well, they don't always say, but there's a saying. It says an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That means if you take care of it in the beginning, you don't have to deal with it later. And that's just with anything in life pretty much that we deal with. It could be bills, it could be, somebody, bill collector calling you. If you don't deal with it now, you're going to have to deal with it later. And that's anything like your car. If you don't deal with something now, you're going to pay for it later, and it's probably going to cost you more later. So that's what I am explaining in my video and in my clip, my short, that says, who did you say I love you to? Just because it was easier. And so we just gotta, I guess, buckle down and just be truthful, just to make sure that we are opening up to whomever it is to share our feelings. We want to be free, we want to be free in our spirits, because even the word says, who the Son sets free is free indeed. So we want to be free. When we say those words, we want to make sure that we are free in our spirit saying it, and it is a true feeling that is coming outward, to whomever, whatever the situation is. Just make sure we are able to be open. And so that's why I have, prepared the space for open ears, for people to be able to open up and share their feelings and feel that they don't have to be guilty of saying whatever it is that they want to say or whatever they want to share, just to be able to open up. We want to be able to just feel free within ourselves, even if you're not in a relationship or you're not talking to someone, whatever way you want to put it. We still want to be able to be free. You want to walk around not feeling heavy. You want to be able to walk around and feel the freedom of life, the freedom of being able to just relax in your mind, not feeling bottled down or bogged down or any of that. So that's why I just wanted to kind of come on here and explain my video or my clip, my short, saying, who have you said I love you to, just because to make it easier. And so if you don't correct it now, earlier, you won't be able to properly, in the end or later on, you won't be able to properly expose or express your feelings. So that's something sometimes we got to work on it. It might be a process of being able to open up, but little by little, you will get there. You will be able to, but we have to start somewhere. In that process, we have to make sure that we are opening up. And some people just clam up and they are not used to being able to talk and release their, frustrations or talk about any of the things that they would like to talk about. And so we want to make sure that we are doing that. And so Open Ears is here for you for that. Make sure that you can open up and voice your opinion, voice whatever it is you have on your mind, respectfully, and that you can be in the space of the Open Ears digital community and be able to do that, be able to know that you are in a safe space, be able to know that your thoughts are within the four walls of the digital, community right there in Open Ears space. And so my name is Katrina. I am the founder of Open Ears Communications, and I welcome you to come into that space. Click the link in my bio so that you'll be able to pick a session so that you can come in and start learning the journey on how you can open up and express your feelings without judgment and without, feeling that you have said something wrong or you can't say it because someone might feel this way. So happy Tuesday. Be able to open up to someone, something, whatever the situation is. Just try it, try to start from somewhere. We all got to start from somewhere. I know from experience, I've said that before, and I will say it again, that I've said it and I've said it and I've said it, but I don't do that anymore, because I know now, as an older woman It didn't work any of those times that I did it, and it wouldn't work now if I tried it, which I'm not. But at the same time, I just want to express to you guys, make sure you know that you are opening up. Learn how to open up. Learn how to share your feelings. Learn how to, say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart, because out of the heart, out of the heart, the mouth, it speaketh. Out of the heart, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So whatever's in your heart's going to come out. So if it's not good, it's going to come out. If it, people feel how you are saying things, how you bring across, how you're coming across the table with it. So I love you guys, and I really truly do, and I pray that this video will help someone to be able to open up. So click the link in my bio, and we can start from there. Blessings.